and welcome to the Tottenham America channel, where we will be rating every player's performance from today's 3-1 victory over Stoke City in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals to send us through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. So we're going to start with Hugo Lloris. I'm going to give him a 6.5. He had literally nothing to do. I don't think they attempted any shots on target that scared Hugo Lloris. There was the goal though from Thompson, which was a thunderous strike, very powerful. So I didn't see Hugo Lloris saving that because of how well
same.
struck it was.
I agree with you. He didn't really have to do much, especially in the first half. Second half, he was beaten at his near post.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was just the most average performance I've ever seen from him. So.
But he didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to move into the defensive line. Matt Doherty. This was one of his better performances in a Spurs shirt. He made 0 mistakes defensively, except for the goal. So 1 mistake, which led to the goal. But it's kind of hard to judge where to go, especially when you're by yourself with one man in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, should you cut in and block the cross, or should you follow the man? But I think it was a good performance. He tried to create things going forward. He had a lovely pass to Kane, who forced a really good save out of the Stoke City goalkeeper. But other than that, I think it's been one of his best performances. So I'm going to give him a 7.
Yeah, I agree with you too. 7 for Matt Doherty. Doherty, a little voice crack there, but I think it was definitely one of his best performances of the season. He was whipping in good crosses. Yep. He had some good passes. I would give him a 7.5, but he didn't track his man on the goal.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not giving it to him. Yeah. But otherwise, I think it was a decent performance from him.
Yes. All right, we're going to move on to Davinson Sanchez. I'm going to give him a 7.5 because he was pretty good today. He could have done a little bit better to block the cross for the goal, but it was a good cross as well, so he's not really at fault for that as much as the other defenders. But it was a good performance from him. He stayed solid at the back, intercepted, got headers to get the ball away, cleared the ball well, and it was a good performance from him today.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to give him a 7.5. I think this is his best performance of the season.
Yeah.
He didn't do
He
didn't do much wrong. He gave away possession a little bit, and I noticed he looked shaky, but that it didn't really go to anything.
Yeah.
He was just shaky on the ball, but then he always brought it back to a teammate or something. So, otherwise, I think it was his best performance of the season.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to move on to his defensive compatriot, Eric Dyer. Now, Eric Dyer had a bit of a different game. He did well. He cleared balls, but I think he looked a bit shaky on the ball. He wasn't on the ball much, but gave away possession a couple times. And for the goal, he was nowhere to be found. I saw the replays 3 times. I could not find him once. I have no idea where he went. So I'm going to give him a 7.
Yeah, I agree with you too. A 7 for him. He was making defensive headers, defensive clearances. Again, for the goal, he was in no man's land. I was like, where is this guy at? Was he in the toilet again? I'm like, oh my God. Dyer, where are you?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think it was a decent performance from him.
Yeah,
especially defensively. Otherwise, for that goal, he was in like no man's land. I don't know where he was.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're going to move on to Ben Davies, who struck the ball perfectly.
Easy 10.
10?
No, I'm just joking.
I'm going to give him an 8. He made some defensive errors, but he was very good attacking. This is probably his best attacking performance. He was just drilling perfect crosses into the box. He didn't lose possession that much on the front foot, and it was a good performance from him.
I'm going to give him the same rating as you. We've given Hugo Lloris and everyone the same. We've agreed on everything so far. Yeah, I think it was a good performance from him. He smashed that goal in. Also, he did very well defensively, and I don't think he did much wrong.
No. Okay, we're going to move into the midfield. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I'm going to give him a 7.5. He didn't have much to deal with in the first half. Second half, he had a little bit more to deal with, which he dealt with perfectly. No surprises there. He's literally the best defensive midfielder in the world. But yeah, it was another class performance from him. He hasn't had a bad performance this season.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him 7.5 too. He hasn't had a bad performance this season. He's just doing his job.
Yeah.
Doing his job. and I've seen more of this. He's starting to become a leader.
Yeah, well, that's why we
was
brought him in.
already a leader, but he's looking more like.
That's why he's
he
here.
He looks like a potential future captain.
He is going. I think if he stays, he will be.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to Harry Winks. I'm going to give him an 8.
8.5.
8.5. Ooh. This has been his best performance since West Ham game. He out of him and Davinson Sanchez, he's redeemed himself the most.
Yes. Sanchez, on the other hand, is not doing.
Yeah, he has good performances. Then he'll go back and make an error and become shaky again.
He's not doing. He's just doing what we expect from him. He's not doing anything higher.
But Harry Winks was superb today. He controlled the ball well in midfield. Worked well with Højbjerg today, and it was a very good performance.
Yeah, I think it was also a very brilliant cross that led to Gareth Bale's goal.
Yes.
Otherwise, it was a world-class performance from Harry Winks.
Yes. Okay, we're going to move on to attacking midfielder Dele Alli. I'm going to give him a 6.75.
Huh?
6.75. What are you going to give him?
I'm giving him a 6.5.
Okay. He in the first half,
he nutmegged the same guy twice.
He tried things, and he looked much more promising.
Nothing worked. But nothing worked out for him.
The goalkeeper turned into prime Iker Casillas every time he tried to take a shot.
Yeah, and I also think that every time a challenge came on him, I think one or two of them should have been a foul, though.
Yes.
He's like, ref, it's a foul! And there was one I was like, what? How is that not a foul?
Yeah. But it was promising, but I don't know if he's completely redeemed himself. But we're going to move on to the wingers. Lucas Moura. 6.
6.
6.
6.
6?
6.5.
6.5.
He
wasn't there today.
I think he deserves a little more credit because he was definitely trying.
He was trying, but
he wasn't looking lazy.
He wasn't looking lazy, and that's kind of what we expect.
Kind of like Dele. He was trying everything possible. Nothing worked for him.
But there were some points where he would just run into the opposition. It would make me so frustrated because there were clear ways to go the other way, and with his speed and dribbling ability, you would have expected him to finesse his way out of there, but it wasn't that great of a performance from him. But he put in the defensive work rate, which was good.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to move on to the other wing, Gareth Bale.
7.
7, me too.
Yeah.
He started the game off really shaky. He misplaced a couple passes. He gave the ball away a couple times, but a brilliant header from the Harry Winks cross to nod us into the lead.
Yeah,
and after that, he looked much better.
After the goal, he looked very well.
I'm not sure why he got substituted. I hope it's not because of injury, because he's been a big asset recently.
Yes.
I think it was just he just wanted to save Bale in case he has to come on versus Leicester, because Bale has a lessened stamina because he hasn't played so much.
Yeah.
And he's injury prone, but it was a decent performance from him, and he's definitely working hard, and he's definitely getting there. He's I've seen people say that we should just give him back to Real Madrid because of how he hasn't lived up to it, but he's getting there. He's slowly but surely he's inching up the way.
Yes.
And I think he'll become very influential for us, just as he did 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move on to striker Harry Kane.
An easy 8 for me.
8, yeah, agree. First half, he was closed down very well.
Very well. Stoke City did very well closing him down.
They had 4 players on him.
Lucas down. They did. The Stoke City was
very good defensively,
especially in the first half.
Yes,
in the
very
half,
good.
They looked a little more shaky.
Yeah, I think second half because they tried to attack more.
Yeah, especially Nathan Collins. I think he made some mistakes at the back.
Yeah.
Also, I think that Harry Kane, he was trying to do as much as he could,
but he was closed down again.
In the late stages of the game, against Brighton when we were just playing in the corner.
Oh yeah, he just chased after the ball.
He went in the corner. He was just chasing after the ball, and he was in the corner. But then it didn't really work out.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to the substitutes. We used all three very early today. We're gonna start with Son Heung-min, who came on for Gareth Bale at halftime. What would you rate him?
6.5.
6.5, me too.
He had like a disallowed goal for offside, but that was way onside. I don't know how.
And I'll put a picture on the screen right now.
And the EFL
you can see
doesn't have VAR.
Yeah, but you can see that the defender is on a different strip of grass than Son.
I know.
And his Son was somehow disallowed offside, but it was a quieter performance. He didn't have much to do. He definitely got into attacking positions.
He was a sub, though.
Yes, he was a sub, but he definitely got into attacking positions. He tried to make things happen. It was another good performance from him. Okay, we're going to move on to Moussa Sissoko, who had assisted Harry Kane's goal.
I'm gonna have to give him a 7. He did very well.
Yes, he did very well.
Winning the back possession.
I think he might have come on more as a right midfielder. And Lamela came on through the middle.
Through the middle, yeah. He was looking like
He was constantly attacking.
He was looking kind of like a double attacking today. He reminds me of him.
They're both very
both
very physical,
strong.
Very strong, and they can both power their way through.
Yes.
And they play good passes as well. Okay, we're gonna move on to the last substitute. The return of the Argentine god, Eric Lamela. I'm going to give him a 7. 6.5. 6.5.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.
Okay.
He did brilliantly.
I love him. I love him.
Me too, man. This guy, at the end, he was just like messing with them.
Yeah,
he just threw the ball.
He just checked the ball all the time.
He checked the ball.
And it's something that we've missed for so long.
Yeah.
Because we have no one like him. Gio's somewhat like him, but...
It actually wasn't that long ago. It's only a month or 2.
I know, but it feels like longer, you know? He's such a big asset. And I think in the Premier League, he might be part of our starting 3. Because he was very good today.
Yeah. In the future, he's a future starter, I think.
So, next match is against Wolves at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. In the Premier League, let's get back to winning ways in the league. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know who would be your man of the match, what you would rate the players, and your thoughts on the match in the comments below.
And make sure you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and enjoy your winter. And until next time, come on, you Spurs!